then if you're around tomorrow and able to talk, we can talk a little bit more specifically about sort of the application process and some of the things that we're looking for as an admissions committee when you send in your applications. So George Mason is a school of just under 20,000 undergraduate students. We have about 19,000 total undergraduate students, so we're one of the largest residential communities within the state of Virginia. We have about 80 different majors and about 130 different programs within those majors. So tons of opportunities for you to find out a lot about some different departments. And the good thing about Mason is while we're a large research institution, you're not pigeonholed. So if you come in and you think you want to be a political science major, and then you take a couple classes and decide that's not necessarily what you want to do, it's really easy to change your major. And to me, that's really what college is all about, is being able to find out what it is that you're passionate about, find out what your niche is, be able to take a lot of different types of classes, and what do you want to do these 4 years that you're here at Mason, but more importantly, what do you want to do beyond these 4 years as you get ready to start your career. So that's really a pretty cool thing that we're able to offer to students. I say this a lot, but I think that we're really kind of a best of both worlds type of a university because of both of our size and because of our location. While we have about 20,000 undergraduate students, it doesn't necessarily feel like 20,000 students on campus. Your average class is going to be between about 25 to 30 students, and we actually have a student-to-faculty ratio of about 15 or 16 to 1. So the majority of your classes are going to be those smaller, kind of more intimate classroom settings. So that allows you to get close to the professors and also your peers, so the other students that are within those courses as well. I think that the way the classes operate is a little bit different here than at a lot of larger schools as well. You'll come in and the professor will go over some of the questions from the homework from the night before. You'll talk about some new material, bounce ideas off of one another, really discussion-based courses. And what that's going to do is it enables you to get your question answered by the time that 50-minute class period is over. So when you go home to do your homework at night, you're now actually practicing what you've learned inside of the classroom rather than trying to figure out how to do something. So I think that's just a huge advantage to having those smaller classes and really getting to know the professors and the students within those courses as well. Some of our more popular majors, anything within the School of Management, so our business program, biology, communication, psychology, political science, and engineering are probably our top 5 or 6 most popular majors as far as student enrollment is concerned. But again, we have over 80 different majors and about 130 different concentrations within that, so tons of opportunities for you. Obviously, our location is a big draw for students as well. We're about 20 minutes outside of DC, about 15-20 minutes. There's a free shuttle for students that takes you to the metro, so you can get into DC really easily. So really creating those webs of networks, being able to start internship opportunities and start working within the city, so that when you are ready to graduate, you actually have contacts that you can touch base with. So you're not just blindly throwing your resume out to different companies and organizations. You actually have created a path for yourself. And I think that's a huge component to the academic sides of things here at Mason, is being able to get outside the classroom, get your hands dirty a little bit within your field of interest, and really start those internship and work programs as well. Anybody interested in study abroad? Want to raise your hand? Everyone should raise their hand for study abroad, every single person. No matter where you go to college, although I'm sure you'll all come to George Mason, which is great, you should take advantage of a study abroad. Start looking into study abroad opportunities. Study abroad gives you the opportunity to spend an extended amount of time in a foreign country, studying within that country, really learning the culture. It's just an unbelievable opportunity, and I would strongly encourage you to try and take advantage of that. For Mason, we have a great study abroad program. We have about 80 different places that we've sent students over the last handful of years. We touch now every continent, including Antarctica, which is pretty cool. We have a new program that is sending students down to Cuba next year, or this spring, I'm sorry. So tons of opportunities for study abroad. One of the cool things with us is that we have direct affiliations with places. So all of your credits will be guaranteed to transfer. Any scholarships that you have will go with you. Any financial aid will go with you. So it's a really easy process. So I would strongly encourage students to try and take advantage of study abroad. Again, really no matter where you go to school. Do you guys have any questions about kind of academic side of things?
Will you remind me of what engineering you offer here?
Sure, pretty much everything. So we have civil, mechanical, computer, aerospace. There's probably about a dozen different types.
Okay.
Engineering, we actually, within our engineering department, we have about 30 different companies that actually have offices in the department themselves. So you can take advantage of internship programs here on campus without actually leaving and having to go into the city or anything like that. So it's a really cool program that we started. Any other questions about kind of academics or anything like that?
What is your nursing program like?
Sure, nursing. Nursing program is going to be, basically you would apply into the nursing program when you're actually here. So you'd apply as a pre-nursing student, you take at least a full year of courses, and then you'd apply as a nursing major. So typically by your sophomore year, you'll be applying into the nursing program. It's one of the best nursing programs in the country, and obviously one of the most competitive as well. So there's no guarantee that you'd be admitted into the nursing program, but obviously once you're there, you're in one of the strongest programs in the country. We'll touch a little bit about kind of student life aspects of things too. We have about 85% of our freshmen who do live on campus, so the vast majority of our freshmen are living on campus. Demographically, sort of where students are coming from and things. We have about 70% of our students that are coming from the state of Virginia, so we are a Virginia state school, and then about 30% of our students who are coming from outside of the state of Virginia. So all 50 states are represented, and then we also have about 8% of our students that are international students as well, which is a huge number. National average for international students is a little bit below 1% of the overall student population. So we have a very large population and always rated one of the most diverse communities within the country. So what does that mean? Obviously you meet people from all over the world, you meet different types of people, but I think what it really does is inside the classroom, it allows you to really find out what policies and procedures may work here that wouldn't necessarily work at other parts of the country or other parts of the world. And you can have those discussions within your courses. So the idea of diversity on our campus really helps define what George Mason is as a university and who we are moving forward as well.
With your business school, do you have to apply to get into it, or you just go in and start taking classes?
Sure. You kind of either or. You apply into the program as a freshman. You can apply. You don't necessarily have to be applying as a senior in high school when you're sending your application. You can apply once you're actually here as well. Basically, it's pretty similar to the application within the George Mason University as a whole. So it's not drastically different within the school management.
Questions, anyone?
Anything? Are you gonna?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna bring, John's gonna come up. He's gonna take you guys out on tour today. If you guys have any questions, again, I'll be around tomorrow, so definitely let me know.
Do you know what time you'll be there?
I don't know off the top.
Okay, well, they can find out.
Yeah, I can find out for you.
Thank you so much.
No problem at all. Good luck with everything, guys.
Thank you.
I'll quickly just give a brief overview, and then we'll go right at it. So my name is John Tackett. I am a sophomore here at Mason. I am a government and international politics major. I am from New Hampshire, and as well as being involved in Mason Ambassadors, I am also involved in Greek life. I am involved in a political organization, and I am involved in I'm starting a new student organization for global education and studying abroad for part of my internship, which is in the Center for Global Education, which is our study abroad department. So we're going to go to our first stop, so we're just going to go down a couple flights of stairs, so follow me.